down because we're grounding ourselves.
Interesting.
Okay, we're grounding ourselves, pushing our feet down, rocking from side to side. Make sure you feel those sitting bones, sitting right up on those sitting bones, and trying to lengthen your spine. Gravity is automatically pulling us down, so we have to work against it. Don't let our spine drop down. Yes, really work on sitting up straight. Don't lift the chin. Push the chin in so that you stretch your back. You want to feel that lower back stretching. Pull up in your center so that you're lifted. And then try to, with every one of your movements, try to make sure you're working your breath. It's nothing but if you're reaching your arms forward, not up, because I don't want you lifting your shoulder, just forward. Reach your fingertips too. And then exhale and bring them back down to your knees. This is your inhale and exhale. But don't do it. Don't do it starch. Don't do it starch. Stay relaxed like the music. Just float up. Inhale and exhale. All you want to do is try to make sure that there's no stop in between. You're either inhaling or you're exhaling. You're either inhaling or you're exhaling. So you're inhaling and then you're exhaling. And we're going to do but like a 4 count. So you have inhale up, 2, 3, 4, exhale down, 2, 3, 4. Inhale through your nostrils, exhale through your nostrils. That's your normal breath. There's no stops in between. That's called flow. You're just flowing from your inhale to your exhale. So you want to feel that flow. You need to put everybody on mute. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. The other thing that you want to concentrate on, the balloon. When you inhale, expand, not just in your lungs, but especially down here in the diaphragm, and then in your back, all around your kidneys. You want to feel the oxygen just spiral up and then descend down, inflating the lungs, pulling the ribs in. And then when you get below the navel, you're pulling these up. You have muscles here. You're pulling these rectus abdominal muscles, they go up, the fibers go up, and you're pulling them in, pulling those fibers up and into the navel. Navel is very, very, very important. Then from that area here of the exhale, you want to start here again and inhale. Start expanding all the way around. Lift up, trying to pull the upper torso away from the lower torso. And then exhale. Then squeeze in even on your side. Squeeze everything, pulling everything in. One more time. Inhale, expand. And exhale. Squeeze and pull in. All right. Now we're going to start with our twists, because twists are one of those things that you should do all the time also. So you take that left hand, cross it over, put your right hand in the back of the chair. Now turn a little bit. You can see that. Here's the hand in the back of the chair. And then you're still going to inhale up the spine. And then exhale from the waistline. Give yourself a little twist. No head movement. Just keep your head. Here's my chin in line with my sternum. Then inhale yourself back center. And then change and put your right hand over your left knee and put your left hand behind you. Then you're pulling the shoulder blades together. Inhale up the spine. Exhale and give yourself that twist. And every time you exhale, you're pulling in. Remember at that navel, pulling these muscles up into the navel. And then inhale yourself back center. Very, very important. This is good for elimination. Let's do one more set. Inhale. Exhale. Pull those ribs up, pull things out of the way so you can twist the waistline. Inhale. Exhale and change one more time. So this is one of those things you can do at the desk, you know, and it's so important to do it. Exhale and give yourself that little twist. Opening up the spine also. And inhale and pull yourself back center. Now you want to concentrate on just expanding, because your spine is your lifeline. So you've got to keep it flowing and moving like this. So you're pressing the foot down, and then here we go with this upper torso. You're lifting the chest, you're stretching the chin. Like you're trying to come up out of the lower torso. Feel that stretch. Then bring the chin back in place. Could everybody check and make sure you're muted? And then stretch the back of your neck. And then exhale and pull in here. Let's just do that much. Inhale up. Exhale. Pull this in, but stretch the neckline. Now inhale and stretch the back of the neck. And stretch up. Those first vertebrae. And then exhale. And pull in. Squeeze in. Glutes on the side. Pull in the pubic bone up in the navel. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Stretch your chin. Stretch the neckline. Inhale. Pull the vertebrae up. Behind. Upper back. And then exhale. And pull in. Okay, so that's the upper torso pulling up out of the lower torso. Now let's just do the lower torso. Let's do the lower torso, the trunk area. Like you're sitting up on the sitting bones, you want to tuck the buttocks under where you're not sitting up on it, like a rope around the waistline, pulling you back, pulling the pubic bone up into the navel. But also, you're using these gluteus maximus, pulling them into the anus muscles. That's your exhale. Now inhale, expand, and pull up straight again. Now you should feel yourself sitting up on the sitting bones again. That's the inhale. Chest lifted, back of the neck. We're always stretching these vertebrae. Now exhale, tuck under, and you feel that lower back stretching. But you're tucking under, pulling the pubic bone and navel, like you're trying to get the navel and the spine together. And you should feel a stretch in the lower back. Then inhale, expand, and stretch. Feel the lengthening of those vertebrae stretching up. Exhale. Look, blowing out a candle. Pull in, pull in, pull in. At that navel. Put your feet down. Inhale, sit up on the sitting bone. Up out of that lower torso. Up all on the sides. And exhale and relax. Now I'm going to try to put some of that together. Put your hands up here like goalpost position. And you're going to open up the chest. This helps you to breathe better. Inhale, lift the chest, stretch your chin. That's your inhale. Then exhale, open up the shoulder blades, bring the elbows in, and bring the chin in the chest, and tuck the buttocks under. Feel that whole movement happening. Now inhale, expand, shoulder blades together, chin stretched. Exhale, tuck under. Pubic bone up into the navel, rectus abdominal muscles up into that navel. Inhale, sit up on the sitting bones, feel the difference. Just a 4 count. Exhale. Last time. And inhale. And exhale. Tuck it under. Squeeze those gluteus maximus muscles that you're sitting on into the anus muscles and the pubic bone up in the neck. And then sit up straight, neutral again. Sitting bones, sitting up straight. Now we're going to fold the spine because the spine is so important. Now just releasing it, bringing the chin in the chest and exhale, pulling the pubic bone in the navel, but just stretching that cervical upper back down. Feel that stretch. Now roll yourself back up. Just sit on the sitting bones. Inhale. Lift your chest, come back up into a straight line, pushing the chin in, not lifting the chin up, just coming back in a straight line. That straight line is back of the neck, stretching and lengthening those vertebrae. Then exhale, put the chin in the chest, and let the back vertebrae pull you down. And you should feel them even a little pull all the way from the lower back. All those vertebrae are stretching, lengthening. And then roll back on the sitting bones and feel the vertebrae pull up. And you're sitting back up straight. But anytime you have a tight back, which you don't want because you're, again, the spinal cord going up into the brain stem, right in the back of the skull. That's what keeps us alert, keeps us from getting tired and fatigue and stuff, keeps the energy flowing, is that spinal cord being able to get up there, that fluid, being able to get into our brain. That keeps us alert. That's the job of the spine, to keep the brain alert. So while you're sitting, you can do so many spinal exercises that's why we did the twist, and we arched our back, round our back, because you need to work that spine. The last one of the spine I want to take is the flat back. So here you are like this here. And then you just separate the upper torso from the lower torso. Now I'm just taking the hands for a ride, but I'm not reaching the arms, none of that. I'm reaching my spine, that lower back again. I'm reaching my spine out. And then from here, I'm going to lift my arms up and stretch my armpits so that I stretch all in my sides. Then I'm going to keep my back up straight and exhale my arms down. Back to the vertebrae, lifting them up, inhale. Exhale, pull the pubic bone up in the navel. And this is called a hinge position. Do not move your head. Now inhale, come back up into a straight line, stretch your armpits. Exhale, and bring your arms down. Remember, a hinge is a flat line. So all in here, nothing's moving. You're just moving from the hinge position, which for us is the waistline. Okay, so let's try two more. Take a breath, lengthen your vertebrae. Exhale, hinge forward. So you end up looking at the floor. Then you inhale, you end up looking straight ahead, because you're not moving your head. And exhale, arms down. Just the arms, keep the spine up straight. One more time. Inhale the spine up, lengthen it. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, breathe yourself up. Lift your chest, lift the armpits. And exhale. And bring the arms down. Good. And let's bring the feet forward. And now let's just work the joints. Hip joints, knee joints, ankle joints. To get that fluid moving. And some of us who have sensitive knees, etc., it's good to do a lot of stretching of the legs. And then if you're sitting for a long period of time, you want to get circulation in those legs. So just doing this here underneath your desk, very, very good thing. And slide the foot in, slide the other foot in. And then again, you can just do toe taps. We used to do tap dancing also, but just lifting up the toes and bringing them down. Now, all the time you're working against gravity. Even though we're working the feet, you still work on pulling up. You don't sag and say, oh, okay, let me work these feet. And then you drop this down. No, you want to keep your energy up. So you try to, again, do not allow gravity to pull you down. And the more we get older, the more it tries to pull us down because we don't stay conscious of our bodies. So stay conscious. Now do the heels, heel drops. And as you're doing that, keep on lengthening the spine. Start from that lower back, the lumbar. Shoulder blades pulling together in the middle of the back, the thoracic. And then pushing that chin in and stretching the 7 vertebrae in the back of the neck. While you're doing this here, just doing heel drops. All of that should be happening. And of course, you're inhaling, expanding, exhaling, and pulling in. So it's a lot of things to think about, just even though you're just doing heel drops. Okay, now we're gonna lift the foot up, 1, and flex and extend, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just for circulation. And lift, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now we're going to reach that leg out. Push with the heel, stretch it. It's not about height, it's stretch. And do the same thing. Point, extend, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And back in and down. Inhale, lift, try to lift your body in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and pull back in and down. Now we're going to go into our sockets. We'll keep the knee bent, but we're going to be working up here in the thigh bone, in the ball and socket of the hip, rotating. Flex the foot to protect the knee. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and reverse it. 2, 3, 4, down, change, lift, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and reverse it. 2, 3, 4, and down. Now, we're going to try to do that same thing, but with a straight leg. So we're going to extend the leg again. Flex. Now I want you to extend the instep and toes. And from here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Reverse it. 2, 3, 4. And flex and pull it back in. All right, ready? Inhale. Flex. Push and extend. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and reverse it. 2, 3, 4, flex it, and back in. And that's just working in these hip sockets. So let's lift that leg up, reach it out to the side, pull it back in. Ready? Flex foot. Inhale. Exhale and put it down. Keep this upper torso facing front. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale when you put it down. Then inhale, bring it back up and exhale when you put it down. One more set. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. That's warming up the hip sockets, right? Walk it down. Squeeze the thighs together. You don't have to hold them, just cross the hand like you're doing Charleston. But feel the energy of those adductors, the inner thighs squeezing together. Then you're going to go on the side of your ankles, turn your hands, palms up on your thighs, keeping the chest up, the shoulders back, opening up the groin area. Because it's so important. All this area is so important, though. If you don't move it, it'll be calcifying. Inhale, squeeze together. Don't move the upper torso. Upper torso is just still pulling up. We're just working below. Then lift your chest up, shoulder blades together. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale. Pull the pubic bone up into that navel. Feel that happening. Good. And bring the legs back parallel. Feel that action happening in here. That's where we're working from. You want to be able to feel that because it's so important. Now, I want you to go back to these lower abdominal muscles. So very, very important. We're going to do this called, they call it the breath of fire. We're not going to worry about firing it up though. We're just going to work on that idea of being able to inhale and exhale and push the air out our nostrils. And as we push it out, remember, pull in at the navel. That's the main one. The inhale, you don't have to worry about, just inhale, but really accent getting the waste out. Really exhale, because that helps you to get all the waste out. So that's going to be a 1 count, and we're going to do 10 of those. So inhale, exhale is 1, and we'll try for 10. Let's try for 10. Here we go. And okay, so you feel that expansion on the inhale and the pulling in at that navel that we talked about on the exhale. Let's do 1 more 10. Ready? And okay, you feel that? Now, we did the twist, so you should have warmed up in here a little bit, because we're going to put that together. Now, you can either put your hands up here on your shoulders and stretch the armpit, or you can interlace your hands behind your head and lift your chest up and press your shoulders back with that chest up. And we're going to inhale to the right and exhale to the left. Let's try for a 10 count. Ready? And right. Now this time, let's do it 1 more time. This time we're going to inhale to the left and exhale to the right. So really, really pull in that navel. The exhale is more important than the inhale. Ready? And good. And relax the hands down. Now, if you need that, that's one of them exercises that rejuvenates you, gets you ready to move, So working on the kidneys, your bladder and everything. So, if you drink a warm drink after you finish doing these exercises, twisting, it's like twisting your intestines. So, it's wringing those intestines out. You'll have a good elimination. We do this in the morning. I tell them the same thing. Very important to, when you finish a yoga class, especially when you finish it, but you can drink water or something anytime, not drink, but sip in during class too. But after class, you should really make sure you're drinking some warm water. I say warm water, boil it, and then put a little lemon in it, the cleanser. And that helps to clean you out, because stuff is going to be loose after you finish these exercises. So this is the perfect time to drink stuff and to be able to push the waste out of you, which is key. One of the keys again. All right. Okay, bring your hands down by your side. Feel that stretch of the arms pulling down as chest is lifting up. And I'm gonna give you a little mental one here. So we're going to first, we'll go through it. You're gonna lift the knee and extend, and bend the knee and bring it down. Let's try the other one. Bend and extend and bend and move down. Okay, now your arms are going to go forward and up and forward and down. Let's just do both arms right first. Forward and up and forward and down. So can you do that? Lifting the leg. Ready? And forward and up and forward and down. Change. Forward and up and forward and down. Okay, so understanding that, especially in yoga, you have to be paying attention to your movements and what you're breathing with those movements at the same time. So let's do one more set and make sure you're concentrating on inhaling and exhaling. Ready? And inhale and up and exhale and Inhale and exhale down. Inhale, exhale, and inhale and exhale down. So you don't pay attention, you will make a mistake. And that's what it's all about. It's getting you to focus on yourself. Okay, we got one more step we're going to do. We're going to bring the arms out to the side this time. And then this is called flip it. And what you're going to do is turn one hand over. When I say flip it, I'm going to change. And flip it, and flip it, and flip it, and flip it. Okay? Now what we're going to add to that is pulling up out of that lower torso, reach the arms out. And when you flip the right hand, you're going to reach over like someone's pulling that right hand. Don't seesaw, go straight across. Then flip it and reach over to the left. And just flip it, inhale, exhale, pull the pubic bone up in the navel. Inhale, flip it, exhale, stretch over. And inhale, just come center and bring the arms down. Now inhale the shoulders up, like trying, and exhale them down. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and then exhale, pull in, 2, and drop your shoulders down, 3, 4. One more time. Inhale, and exhale. Relax the hands down. Good, good. Now I want you to concentrate on the breath, trying to get more oxygen up in the lungs this time in particular. This exercise is to strengthen the lungs and just have you have more energy because you got more oxygen coming in. This time you're going to bring the breath through the mouth. 10 times, don't worry about the exhale. 10 times you're going to try to inhale. And then you're going to close your mouth, blow out your nose, exhale. And pull in. But we're going to try to expand like we have a big balloon. And we're going to try to keep expanding that big balloon for 10 counts through putting the air through our mouth. And then we're going to close our mouth and pull in, pull in, pull in. Okay, so we're ready. Here we go. Make like an O shape in your mouth. Pull it together and if you don't do 10, that's wherever you are, start again. Ready? And one more time. Good. Last one I want to work on is our cleansing breath. This time, we're going to inhale through the nostril, expand, then open our mouth and let it out our throat. Not just let it out there. Remember, pull in, pull in, pull in. 4 counts for each. So inhale. Don't drop down. Keep the chest up and the shoulders back. Inhale. Squeeze in, pull in. Last one. Inhale. Okay, now we're going to get up to closing class. Try to remember when you're trying to get up, you want to learn to use your heels, not your toes. Don't push back on your knees. You want to shift your weight. So we did this hinge where we shifted our weight. That hinge position goes into the chair position. Remember we brought our arms up? Okay, you're going to bring your arms up, and that's into the chair position. Then you remember, brought our hands all the way up. As you bring the upper torso up, the lower torso is going to be going down and your knees are still bent. Because bones, the back of your heel, bones go down and muscles go up. You're going to be pulling muscles up. I'll demonstrate right quick. So we're here like this. Put the weight in my heels. I'm up straight. This is my inhale. Then I exhale. My weight is in my heels. See how I'm moving my toes? Then I push my buttocks, gluteus down. I pull my abdominal muscles up. I push my hips forward. Notice my knees are still relaxed because I want to work my core. These are the biggest muscles on you, my gluteus and abdominal muscles. And I pull them up. I reach my armpits, lift my chest, and I'm pulling my front quads, sides, hamstring, all my thigh muscles up. And that's what straightens my legs up. Okay? So let's see if we can do that. Put no tension in your knees, your heels, your heels, your heels. Shift the upper torso forward. Take a deep breath. Inhale, the spine up straight. Ready, hinge forward. Press the heels down, drop the buttocks. Push the hips forward, pull the pubic bone up in the navel. And then exhale, bring the arms down. Again, dropping the buttocks down, pulling the pubic bone up into the navel. And pulling yourself up straight. And shake out. Okay. And just for 1 minute, just sway from side to side. Give yourself a little twist. Have any little kinks in that lower back or anything. Put your hands on your hips, push your hips forward. Remember, drop the buttocks down so you can feel this pulling up. This relieves anything you've got happening in the lower back. It's just do that. Now, go back to that same thing we took on the floor. I mean, no, not on the floor. In the chair. Tuck that buttocks under. Exhale, pull the pubic bone up in the navel. That helps to stretch out the lower back. Feel that, feel it. That happens. Then release, push buttocks down, lift the chest up, pull the shoulder blades together. Exhale, tuck it up. Inhale, lift up. That helps. Just getting that movement out. Then you use the chair to any little kinks. I mean, even when you're standing up, you can still use the chair. Putting your hands in the chair is like just like being on your knees on the floor, bend your knees, lift your buttocks up and your chest up. Now we're doing cat and cow. And then tuck under like a cat and round the back, tuck the buttocks, and the same thing you just got finished doing. That's the exhale. Inhale, lift up the chest, lift up the buttocks. Exhale, tuck under. You should feel relief in that lower back. And then inhale, lift up. You can take the chair and stretch it a little bit further forward, and that stretches out that lower back. Keep the knees bent. You don't put no energy in your knees, put it in your spine. And then pull your chair back up. Put your hands on your hips, push your buttocks down. Lift yourself up in the center. Squeeze together and pull up. Excuse me, my cat's right, sorry. And pull yourself up. Ready? Take a breath. And inhale. Come to the center. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming. Blessings. You have any questions? I'm more than happy to.
Thank you, Darlene. That was good.